Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by Tri-County Logging. Experienced in sustainable forestry practices, Tri-County Logging can help you manage your property by keeping your woods healthy and generate income. Serving southern and mid-Michigan for nearly 50 years, TriCountyLogging.com. Well, everybody, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors, and thank you so much for joining us this week. We've got a really cool show lined up for you. We're going to visit with a couple of brothers that we've had on the show before and do a little turtle trapping. You won't want to miss that. Then we're going to tag along on a northern Michigan trout stream. That is always a lot of fun, and we're going to have time for a brand new bragging board as well. So lots of good stuff on this week's show. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger. It's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors.
What a beautiful day in the woods.
Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's a love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, a sportsman's meat processor and Michigan destination since 1988. Offers a variety of homemade smoked meats and Michigan-made products in-store and online. The Country Smokehouse features an outdoor barbecue and bar. Details at countrysmokehouse.com. By Angler Quest Pontoons. Angler Quest is a Michigan-based company building boats designed for comfort and fishing functionality. For more information, anglerquestpontoons.com. By Green Mark Equipment. Green Mark Equipment is a John Deere dealership network in southwest Michigan and northern Indiana. Green Mark provides sales and services to farmers, commercial businesses, large property owners, and homeowners. Information about pricing and products available can be found online at greenmarkequipment.com.
I bet you it was like maybe 10 years ago.
About 10 years, yep.
We kind of, I mean, just like any little boy, just catching turtles, snakes, frogs. And one summer when we were staying up at this lake, our cousin from Colorado and our other cousin from around here decided to ask us, you guys want to go turtling with us on, the boat? And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what they mean by turtling. So they took us out and kind of went around the lake, jumped at a couple turtles, and finally we spotted a snapping turtle, and one of our crazy cousin from Colorado jumped in and wrangled that thing in the shallows, and
yeah, from then on we were hooked.
We hadn't been in the boat 5 minutes, and the boys already had found the first turtle of the day.
Is that him right there?
Yep.
Holy cow.
You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Get him! We got him!
Dude,
He's a good one.
nice.
Well, that was quick.
Holy cow.
That's a good turtle, guys.
That's as big as they're going to get, isn't it?
Pretty close.
Cow.
Man.
That's around 30 pounds.
Yeah, I bet. Look at that guy.
So tell me what happened there.
All right, well, we started off where we thought there were going to be some turtles, and didn't really expect to see them this early right over here, but kind of just riding that drop off, keeping an eye in the shallows. This guy was just chilling on the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah, I just had to dive in and grab him. That's about all there is to it.
Now, when you dive in, does he take off, or does he
Oh,
just...
he took off.
Okay.
He saw me and he was just hauling as fast as he could, but grabbed him and
The rest is history. Here he is.
Now he's a TV star.
You bet.
Yeah, I don't think we've caught him before.
No, I don't remember this guy.
Even though I had taped a story with these guys 2 years ago, I still have had a hard time explaining just exactly what these guys can do.
Just kind of give us an idea how, much they weigh and measure up to, so that when we catch them again, we know kind of what they're going to be.
Okay.
But, yeah, see what this guy is here. He's really chill out here in the water. Don't need to fight him around in the boat. Looks like a 15-inch shell.
15 inch?
Yep. Yep, 15. What a tank, man. Sweet. All right, got the net.
Now, it is actually turtle season, and some folks do eat turtle, and it gets pretty good reviews. But for these guys, it's strictly about catch and release. They have this down to a science.
All right, well, first thing first, when you're going after a turtle, most of the time, their tail is hanging out like this, and you'll usually just want to grab the tail. But the thing you want to do next is grab them right under the shell and the plastron right here. It's like a good old handhold. You can control a turtle really good that way. But if you just grab by the tail, they like to flip you in, pull their tail towards their shell so they can reach around and try to bite you. And it's just a pain when you're swimming up to the boat to kind of control them. And then you can't really see them. They're just trying to bite you the whole time. But you get a handhold right on there. They can't bite you and you can control them. So you can keep their jaws as far away from you as possible. But
Yeah, have you lost any fingers or anything doing this?
Still got my 10 fingers yet.
Attaboy.
Yeah. But it's all about being able to control them, because you got them by their tail or anything like that, they can just kind of move your arm towards them and try to get their jaws on you.
So you try to come up even when you're swimming up? You have your
Yeah,
both
usually
hands
when
on
I
it?
grab them right away, I'll quick grab them under,
Okay.
unless the circumstances don't let me, but for the most part, I will try to grab that bottom of the shell so that they don't get a chance to bite me.
When approaching this lake or any of the other lakes they have tried, I ask the guys just what they're looking for as they try and find a spot to start.
Basically, yeah, first thing is we kind of want to be right on that drop off, just so that you can kind of see in the deep if one comes up or not, and you can kind of see the shallows if you see one or bubbles. But basically, you're looking for a big ring of bubbles from them just burrowing in those weeds or like a trail, or just seeing them on the bottom or just surfacing, and then we just get right on them.
Yep. Guess who it is?
I think it's pike.
Is that pike? No way. Nice.
Another big turtle.
Dude, that thing is huge.
Yeah, if it's pike, he's the biggest in the whole lake so far.
Yep.
See,
Who's that? 35
got that little nick
pounder.
in his shell right there. That's how we know it's him. I recognized him when he was on the bottom, but he didn't look as big as I thought. So I wasn't sure. But yeah,
Sweet.
we caught him in this area, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So,
Is that the big one that we caught the last time I was here, or is that a
No,
different
this
one?
is a different one. But yeah, this guy was 35 pounds last year.
yep. I think he was around 32 this year, I think. We can quick double check, but gorgeous.
Wow. So he just kind of hung out there, like they're just kind of
Yeah, he did.
stationary until you get in the water then, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah, we were going along the drop off, and Johnny saw this guy surfacing, getting air, and he went down. We kind of searched the area, we couldn't find him. Kind of did like 2 or 3 circles around there. Johnny ended up spotting his tail and half his shell sticking out of the weeds. So he must have just quick tried to burrow in and did the old "you can't see me." And yeah, I feel like they think that if they can't see us, we can't see them.
Okay.
So, but yeah, he didn't hide himself.
near as much as he could have. So that gave us the opportunity to see them. And that's what we're kind of looking for too in these shallows. Is sometimes you won't see them getting air, or they won't be making bubbles for us to follow, but you'll be able to see them on the bottom, burrowed in, and if they're not hidden well enough, that's when we'll see them.
I have to say that when we did our first story with the Caminga boys, we had quite the response from viewers. So when they called me back up to try it again this year, well, I had to say yes, because watching them do this, well, it's pretty amazing.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Oh man. How are we doing this? This might be Methuselah. Dude, it's him. Yeah. No way. This is like the best turtling day of my life right here, dude.
Dude, we haven't caught this turtle for like a year or two.
I think that's him, right?
Yeah.
Dude. Man,
Yeah.
these things are huge.
Yeah. We haven't caught this turtle for 2 years.
Really?
Uh-huh.
This is the one we caught.
This was the one we caught first show. We
Really?
took, yeah. Yep, this is the big guy. But way we can tell, I mean, we'll quick double check and measure him, but if you look at his eyes, they almost look a little sunken in his
Okay.
head. Kind of see that somewhat.
Uh-huh.
But that, and usually he has I think he had a 16-inch shell.
Yeah.
But that's how we tell this guy from anybody else.
Could you see him pretty good when you went in? 'Cause we
No, I
weren't
didn't
sure.
see him. I kind of just felt around on the bottom where I saw the bubbles coming up, and
Really?
all of a sudden I felt tail. And for like a little like split second, I was like, "Is this a snake? Like what the world?"
Oh,
and then I saw
gosh.
him hauling. I was like, "Oh, that's a big old snapper."
Well, we saw him pop up. He hauled down. I thought it was like a muskrat because he went down so fast. I've never seen a snake
I
go
know.
down that fast.
These guys are on Facebook and Instagram if you want to follow them and see what they're up to on a more regular basis, or maybe you're just crazy enough like them to try and learn how to do this.
But yeah, look at those claws.
Yeah, Methuselah has some huge claws.
God, how long do you think those are? Like inch and a half?
They're so thick too, like bear claws.
I know.
They do. The bear look like bear claws.
Savor this moment. Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, it's just the whole chase. It's kind of like, yeah, hunting. It's a whole different thing. Kind of fills up your year because you got deer season, duck season, turkey season, all fall and spring. And then there's nothing during the summer except maybe fishing. This kind of takes up our whole summer doing this turtle and stuff. So.
And it is kind of like hunting, isn't
Yep,
It is.
exactly.
Chasing them snappers.
You bet.
Get him, Dave.
That was a big one.
That was a pretty good one. Hope we find him.
Oh, he's got him. Yeah. Another.
Holy cow. I thought we were done for the day.
I thought so too.
Yet again, another example of just how much variety we have here in Michigan's Out of Doors. Well, we are going to stay on the water for our next story. We're actually going to tag along with a lone angler on a northern Michigan trout stream, which is really one of the most beautiful places this time of the year.
So we're in central upper Michigan. We're targeting brook trout today. We're We're gonna be using spinners, and we're just wading upstream today. All right, first one of the day. I started trout fishing when I was 10 or 12, really wasn't into it. My buddy Mark got me into it. I still remember my first, I caught a 14-inch brown, and you know, I've been hooked ever since. It's, you know, I try to fish different streams, and you never know what's going to be around the next bend. Sweet. Good fish. You know, the brookies and browns, the browns, you know, you get a 20-inch brown that, you know, hits right at your feet, or it's exciting, and especially the brookies, they're so beautiful. And, you know, if you can catch a 12 or 13-inch brookie, or even an 8, it's, you know, the beauty of them is just, it's unbelievable. Maybe the third time. He's fighting. There we go. All right. Well, we just picked up another one here. A little bit better size. Yeah, they're gorgeous fish, that's for sure. So we had some rain last night. I thought it'd murk it up a little bit better than it did, but it's pretty clear. We're about maybe halfway through the stretch, maybe a quarter. We've got 4 brookies so far. I think the biggest has been about 12. So we got some nice bends coming up here, so hopefully we can get in some nice fish here soon. I've always seemed to, you know, I'm always trying to move in the stream. So spinners have always been kind of my #1 lure. Rapalas, if you get a darker water, Rapalas are real good. Or if you're trying to target bigger fish. And even, you know, if you're fishing a deeper hole, if you want to use worms, you know, some of those bigger fish are on the bottom of those holes, and using worms can be an advantage to you. But overall, spinners are, you know, my kind of go-to. All right. We're getting some fish. Beautiful fish. They're still pretty, you know. All right. Yeah. Oh! That was a big fish. Dang it. Wading small streams is kind of, you never know what's around the next bend. It's the nature that you're walking with. You know, you could see an otter, or you could see a herring. You know, just the different wildlife that you're seeing, different bends, and then if you're lucky, you might get a, you know, pretty good sized brookie too. So it's always a bonus if you can get a, you know, get a fish on top of just seeing the scenery. So, all right. Alrighty. There we go. Beautiful fish. Get a little shot of him.
As Ben and I made our way upstream, we talked about the uniqueness of trout fishing and how although everyone likes to catch big trout, that's not really what it's all about. Every trout, no matter what the size, looks a little bit different, and there's always a sense of excitement once you get one in the net to see exactly what it looks like.
All right. Different colors on that guy. Well, we got another one in the net here. It's been a little bit since we caught a fish. Nice little bend here. And we picked one up. Beautiful colors on this fish. Wow. That's the prettiest one of the day. Been a while. We finally got another one. Little guy. The colors on him. So we're getting to the end of the stretch. We had a couple big ones today. We had 10% chance of rain, but she's been raining most of the day. I think today we got 10 to 12 pretty decent fish. A couple big ones that flashed, but we're gonna keep going and hopefully we get a couple more before the end of the stretch here. Little guy.
We caught several nice fish throughout the day and a handful of small ones, but that's the beauty about this kind of fishing. It's really not about how many or how big, it's about quality time on the water, and it's hard to beat fishing for brook trout in a small stream here in Michigan. Special thanks to Ben for inviting me out for a fun morning on the water.
Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Michigan Out of Doors this week. Hopefully you're getting out and doing some fun fishing and outdoor activities around the state of Michigan. We have been doing that, so we'll have some new stuff coming here over the next couple of weeks, some good fishing, a little bit of reloading, all sorts of good stuff coming your way. And if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by
Do you dream of somewhere bigger than your backyard? You can get there with Greenstone. Whether you want to hunt, fish, hike, or just watch the sunset, we're ready to help you own your place in the great outdoors. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com.
DTE believes to lead, we have to do what's right. So we're tripling renewables and cutting carbon emissions in half over the next 10 years. DTE.
Michigan's hunters and anglers are essential partners to the health of the state's wildlife and habitats. The Michigan Wildlife Council is dedicated to ensuring our hunting and fishing heritage and Michigan's natural resources are preserved for future generations.
Closed captioning provided by Marvo Mineral, makers of Lucky Buck, deer management products including minerals to supplement deer diets year-round to improve health and antler growth.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, East to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. Ah, Michigame, win when it's stung. I say I'm say when